Welcome everybody, this is Munish Modgil, State Nodal Officer for Oxygen Distribution. In this training video, I want to show how oxygen indent management system can be used by government hospitals to indent oxygen from any of the refiller or manufacturer. To log in into the oxygen indent management system, you basically use your Aushadh login in the pharmacist login. One of the ways is you just write Aushadh login and Google search it. The top one itself will be this thing. Once you come inside, you enter your Aushadh login password and go in. Inside that, oxygen indent management system has also been enabled. I'll show you. So you can see I have logged in. I am using the mobile version, but in the desktop on the right side top, you will get this menu. When you click it, there is an indent. Inside the indent, there is an option for oxygen indent at the bottom. You click that. Once you click that, your oxygen indent management screen will open up. Now here you are logged in as Primary Health Center Garak. So here on the left top margin, you will have this menu. In the menu, you will have 2 to 3 options. One is you can update the hospital detail. Second, in that you will update the number of beds which are available, number of beds which are occupied. After that, you will do the indent management, which is how much oxygen you want. Please note that based on the number of beds, your daily consumption requirement will be calculated. Multiply that with 3 times, you can make an indent. If your daily consumption is 1 kiloliter, then you can indent up to 3 kiloliter at a time. So that is why the bed availability and occupation is very critical. Last, you have the stock management. How much is the stock which is already there? When you are starting the system, if you get the oxygen from a different source, you can put it in that. I'll show you how do you update the hospital details. So it tells you the detail, it tells you the district and name of the hospital, then who is the in charge, what is the name of the and number of the and hospital code, address, the KPME registration. You can just enter test here because it will not otherwise accept because it's a mandatory field. What you have to do basically in this, you have to enter the COVID bed account and non-COVID bed account. The total will get automatically calculated. I will enter 100 general beds and occupied are also, let us say, 100. This is without oxygen. The regular oxygen beds, I will say again, I can say 100. Occupied are, again I will say 100. HDU and ICU beds, I will say 100. Occupied are, let us say, I will say 90. You can't naturally have occupancy more than the beds which are available. HFNC 100, occupied I will say 50. ICU bed with ventilator, I can just enter 0. Then occupied is also 0. In the same way, you can see the total is already calculated. Here I will deliberately write just 0. Whatever is the number you can write here. Okay, the non-COVID bed availability and occupation. Deliberately writing 0 only. These fields are mandatory, so that's why I am filling it up. Then I will say update. Okay, select category. I have not selected the category of hospital. I will enter the pin code. Some pin code I will enter. Category is private or government actually. So here it will be government hospital. In this mobile version it is getting cut, otherwise it will fully visible. So it has been updated successfully. Based on your total beds and occupied beds, in indent management, you have 3 options. Completed indent. Indents are those indents which are indented by you and then the supply has come from the refiller. Pending is where you have indented from the refiller but supply is yet to happen. Add new is the new indent you want to enter. I will go into add new. Here first you select the refiller. Any refiller of the state you can select, but only you should only select that refiller with whom you have a contract, otherwise he will not supply. Here I will show you at the bottom Maximum indenting capacity is already calculated by the system based on the bed occupancy. Beyond that you cannot indent. I will say I want 10 kiloliter. Metric ton will automatically get calculated once I enter KL. If I enter metric ton, then the KL will get automatically calculated. This I am indenting two types of oxygen. I can indent liquid oxygen, which is left side is the tanker, right side is the Duracylinder. If the tanker is 0, you can just enter 0. Here I will enter 0 for 159 liter Duracylinder. For 200 liter Duracylinder I have entered 0. For 250 liter Duracylinder I have entered 10. Now you can see that 10 plus 2.5, 12.5 kiloliter I have indented. Now this is for the liquid. For the gas, I can tell for the small cylinder I want 10. For the regular or 1.6 kl cylinder I want 10. 7.1 kl jumbo cylinder I want 100. Okay, these are all gaseous oxygen. So total gaseous oxygen I have indented is 733 kiloliter. In liquid form it comes to 0.85. I will enter the date when I want the delivery. So 13.35 I have now indented. I just say add to the list. Once you say add to the list, it is added successfully. Okay, you can see on the top this list will come now. Whatever you keep adding, it will keep on coming in that list at the top. If some mistake happens, you can delete it or edit it. After all the indent to different refillers you have done, you can just submit the indent. See, now your indent has been submitted. That's it. So now the refiller will see your indent. I can show you in the indent management. This will be in the pending now. Do you see? Now we are just indented. It has gone into the pending. At any time before supply, you can cancel it also. Another thing, in the stock management, you have 4 things: opening balance of the oxygen, receipt of the oxygen, expenditure of the oxygen, closing balance. Once you enter the opening balance and receipt and expenditure, closing balance will automatically get calculated. So here no OB has been added. The method of adding is very same as indent. For any stock, you will enter your liquid oxygen, you will also enter your gas oxygen. In liquid, you can again enter either the tanker form in LMO, or you can enter number of Duracylinders. In gas form, you can enter different types of A, B and C, small, regular and jumbo cylinders, which are available in your storage with the hospital. So I mean, that's it. So this is how the indent and the stock management will happen. One more thing about the receipt of oxygen is, you can enter the receipt, whatever the refiller will approve will directly come into the receipt side of your stock management. However, if somebody directly supplies, or there is some oxygen coming from some NGO, somebody not the part of refiller, or refiller has sent it without entering it in the computer, you can still receive the oxygen. It's this yellow color thing or orange color thing. Click here to add oxygen received from other sources. If you click, you can receive oxygen which has come from the refiller, but he has not entered the oxygen in the indent management system. Similarly, you can receive from other sources. If you click this, you can enter the name, address and the mobile number of the source. Again, 2 types of oxygen you can enter, liquid and the gaseous. And the liquid you can enter 2 types, cylinders and also the tanker form. In gas, you can write different types of cylinder and you can just update the receipt. Expenditure you should enter every day. At the end of the day, the hospital has to manually enter this expenditure. So if your daily capacity requirement is oxygen is 1 kiloliter, you will get 3 kiloliter. Let us say you have spent some 0.8 kl. So you have to enter the expenditure in the evening. You can enter in the metric ton in the kiloliter form, LMO, or you can enter the number of Duracylinders consumed, or you can enter in terms of small cylinder consumed. So this is broadly how the system works for indenting and stock management. Thank you very much.